We're back, and it is time for the third series of the night, a PvT for the first time today. I am the host, apparently, and that is fine by me. BabyMarine is ready, NightPhoenix is ready. Let's do it. GG, good luck. I'm here, guys. Don't worry. They have never played against each other in the Big Brain Bouts. They have played against each other plenty of times in other moments. I already shared the story earlier. BabyMarine does not like playing NightPhoenix, because NightPhoenix lives up to his name. Loves phoenixes, and BabyMarine does not like playing against NightPhoenix when he just sits there and he builds Phoenix Colossus. Are we going to see that throughout this series? There is a good chance. BabyMarine had a couple days to prepare though, so hopefully he came up with a plan. First the tiny Remiti, then the big one. Let's do it.
Let's get it on.
Round 1. Fight!
Bottom right side of Oceanborn, we are looking at the main base of the Ukrainian Protoss player representing Hot-Headed Gaming. This is NightPhoenix, aka Meow. NightPhoenix used to have a different name, and that was a Sly Crab. Top left side, we are looking at the main base of the Italian Terran player. He is the co-main event as his big brother is the main event. This is our 18-year-old Italian mini stallion, currently teamless, but hopefully not for long, BabyMarine. As we receive 20 gifted subbies. Thank you so much to Basilisk for allowing me to run this event and obviously always supporting me as well. We're on fire, guys. BabyMarine says no Cyclone for me if you promise to not build any Phoenixes. That is a take, but that is a deal that NightPhoenix will not accept. Where is Lambo? Lambo will join for the ZVT. I don't think that Lambo would have hated casting the TVP, but I didn't want to ask Lambo to do 2 best-of-5s. But he will join for Rainer versus Clem. Yesterday we did it all by ourselves, and we were talking with the chat. Tonight we're just going to focus on the games, and I'll be talking to Lambo. And Lambo will tell you guys all about the 7 out of 9 Terran maps that are currently available. If he doesn't do that, I'll be very disappointed, but I know he will. So this is also your last opportunity to have a bit of a conversation with me. Obviously, I like casting and talking to chat and finding a balance in the middle. But if we have Lambo joining the call, then it will be all focus on Lambo. Hello, Snockstar. Thanks for inviting me. I hope the games were chaotic, random, and sloppy, therefore good to watch. It was all of that. It also had a couple of facepalm planned moments, facepalm, all of it. But GG's, mate. Congrats on the win. I feel like you got a little fortunate, I'll be honest. But that does not matter. The only thing that matters is the win. Congrats. Are you going to be at Katowice by any chance, Snockstar? Because I don't think I've ever met you. I don't know if you live close to Kato or... Rainer, be nice. What goes for the rest of the chat goes for you as well. Well, we'll talk about that later, Snockstar. We don't need to cover that right now. Classic CVP versus 10 Immortal. Rainer should know a thing or two about that. We have a Stargate opening, obviously. We are most likely going to see Phoenixes. NightPhoenix is not much of an Oracle guy, just like I'm not much of an Oracle guy. BabyMarine knew what to expect when you play against this man from Ukraine. You're gonna have to deal with Phoenix. And most likely a lot of Phoenix Robo. I don't think NightPhoenix is a big fan of Phoenix Zealot. I personally think it's very good. And I think you make Terran lives very hard if you find a nice variation between going Twilight as a follow-up, or having some random follow-up, or just going Phoenix Colossus. I think if you go Phoenix Colossus every game, they can kind of get away with murder. But hello, Musti. You know, Musti, I've also been thinking of a nice series for you. And last time Musti played, he did have an absolute banger in the Big Brain Bouts. As BabyMarine opens up with 2 Hellions and 4 Widow Mines. So the idea here is to show up with a crazy amount of units and just kind of overwhelm the defensive Phoenix player. Phoenixes are very good in dealing with like 1 or 2 targets. If they have to worry about 6 targets, life can get hard. The Hellions are not denying this Nexus, by the way. BabyMarine unloads 2 of the Widow Mines in the wall off. First Widow Mine kills 4 probes immediately. That's actually not bad. The other 2 Widow Mines on Burrow again. NightPhoenix does target one of them down. 1 Widow Mine settles for a connection on the Phoenix. I don't love it for BabyMarine. 4 probes I don't think is enough. Obviously shooting ones at the Phoenix is something, but what he does have though is Cyclone as a follow-up. The Cyclones are incredibly good against Phoenix. So that should be okay. With 3 Phoenix you cannot battle 2 Cyclones. 4 Phoenix maybe, but that's not a pretty fight because it takes forever to kill the units. And by the time you almost kill them, Cyclone number 3 and 4 show up. Can the Cyclones kill 1 Phoenix here? Probably not, but we're going to soften it up. And that is something. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky here for BabyMarine. The kid that we also call Brabba. That is the nickname that Cuckoo and Goblin gave him. I feel like there's not much of a story behind it, but I think it sounds kind of cool, so we use it too. Musti versus Molten. We already had that one. That was a banger. Don't know about this Phoenix attempt right away, but NightPhoenix says, well, Roddy, I don't care if you like it, I like it, and no repair. I think that's a missed opportunity. I feel like if BabyMarine would have repaired those Cyclones and we were in the middle of the mineral line, then you keep them alive a little while longer, then your extra units show up, and you can force the Protoss to cancel the lifts, you keep your units alive. So a bit of a mistake on BabyMarine's side, who does have 47 workers. That part looks pretty good. As a Snookstar hits us with the sub as he wants to take a little look at his own VODs. We were loving it, Snookstar. It is Immortals and then a Twilight Council, so it's a little bit of everything. Stim is ready and the lock-ons happen, but the lifts happen too. Wild game so far between these two. Yeah, basically both going for timings that I feel don't really exist. But if they like it, I like it. The love for SC2 is on again. Thank you, Obscurtias. I know I completely mispronounced that, mate. But I'm happy that you have reignited the flame for our beautiful video game. There is one spotting adept here that's not going to kill the Cyclone, but will deal damage to it. BabyMarine with the 200 latency pickup there. As he tried to get a Widowmine drop going. Do we have an armory yet? No. It's very strange. Because we haven't gone Phoenix Robo-Bay. Phoenix Zealot Immortal is very good if the armies are small, but this is still kind of a small army, but then when the reinforcements show up, extra units pop up. I don't know if Phoenix Zealot can get the job done here. I kind of think I like it for BabyMarine, who's setting up a Widowmine drop as well, and this is a very annoying moment for NightPhoenix to get Widowmine drop, because all of his units are on the other side of the map. He is paying attention. He even has the Roddy set up, by the way, of 1 gate on the top right, 1 gate on the left. This Widowmine is looking to burrow in time. That's not going to happen. There's a lot of energy on these Phoenixes, by the way, so they can kill a decent amount of SCVs. 1 mine is still here. Zealot sleeping on the job. 1 mine is still there. At least you force out defensive warping, so that's nice. NightPhoenix. Alright. He is paying attention as he's also A-moving with the Zealots, the Immortals, the Sentries, and the Stalkers. Both players right now feel a tiny bit overwhelmed. This Terran army, though, is incredibly good. Can we repair the Orbital in time? It is repair against Phoenixes as the bio units are fighting. The Orbital lives. How is the fight going for BabyMarine? I think if we can just get back to a couple of Widowmines and our reinforcements, it is okay. NightPhoenix does have a lot of money in the bank, and he's going to warp in 8 Zealots at once. There is one. Ooh, that was close, but 1 Widowmine does get picked off by the probes. As an EMP lands on a couple of these Protoss units, extra Zealots show up. Don't think BabyMarine really has to be here as the Widowmines deal some friendly fire, but as long as these mines can keep on connecting with the Zealots and they keep on pumping out orbitals or Marines, Marauders, and make sure that our orbitals stay alive, I think it's okay, but it is getting close. Killing the Observer would be massive here, because that's the only form of detection that NightPhoenix has, and at this point the armory is online. So killing this Ops would be big, and he scans. Yeah, that's big. That's big. I feel like you should not die ever. if you have cloaked mines, then there is no observer, no oracle. A very chaotic game between these two. NightPhoenix goes up to 4 bases of like 50 odd or so probes. It's not fantastic. Still doesn't have a Templar Archives or a Robo Bay. I would prefer a Robo Bay, as everybody knows. But tiny EMP lands. The Widow Mines though are sick here. You cannot attack a Terran with cloaked mines if you don't have any detection. NightPhoenix says, well, I'm going to keep on trying anyway, as we have a double fight. Big EMP landed on all the sentries. This Protoss army should really not do very good here. There's no way that Zealots alone are good enough against this many bio units and then all these cloaked mines. Sniping that Ops was massive, and we have still never rebuilt the Observer. This Robo is just kind of sitting here. NightPhoenix knows there is an armory. If this, we have 2 Phoenix left, by the way, and the Phoenix will... Yeah, they are where they are supposed to be. There's a couple of Zealots run into the rest of the army, but these mines are so problematic. We have 0 cannons, no observer. Aye. That is 4 probes, that is 8 probes, make it 11 probes. Did the man lose his ops button, or what's happening over here? NightPhoenix is a very good gamer, but this observer should have been out a while ago. I hope for him that it will be out in time to kill all 3 Widow Mines, but now the main Terran army is going to show up as well. Starting to love game 1 for the little Romiti. The Observer is now out, but these Widow Mines will fire. As we can take a look at it. There's 8 more probes that die. And the Terran army is here. Lands another big EMP on all the sentries. Zealot Sentry, Immortal without any armor upgrades against this many Marines, Marauders and Ghosts. Even with battery overcharge, I don't see this ending very well for NightPhoenix. He does have splash damage on the way. A couple of Disruptors, but I think it's a little bit too late for a few Disruptors to make the difference. Starting to look like the first of potentially 6 games will go in favor of a Romiti. Tiny Zealot run by, but the first Zealot gets blown up. The other Zealots get greeted by Marauders. Marauders will hold down the line. Maybe 1 SCV, but 2 SCVs in total. BabyMarine throws out a scan. He sees what he's going up against. It's so many sentries, by the way. Not a fan of that many sentries. We're going to have another mine drop. These mines still permanently cloaked. Still only 1 observer out on the map. Hopefully 1. Alright, we're going to defend Widow Mines with a Disruptor. And it actually kind of works out, but it seems that we landed a little Nova here as well. I guess we recall the Observer. Yep. BabyMarine is now accidentally going to find the gate and the pylon. I don't really understand why he's going all the way home. I kind of feel like this is the kind of army that you want to keep on battling. You want to stay in the face of this army. Just keep on forcing it to run into you. The longer you wait, the harder it gets. Because the Disruptor count goes up from like 2 to 3 to 5. And then maybe Colossus. BabyMarine should just keep applying pressure. And I think if he keeps on leaning on NightPhoenix, eventually NightPhoenix will tumble. Lips would also be good, but I think there's more Ghosts, Marines, Marauders, all of it is fine. Just keep on going, as we're going to have a Kuro triple drop. No recall available, because he just used it on the Observer. Keep that in mind. 10 more probes fall, and that makes a grand total of 40 workers that have gone down. One of the Robos get unpowered. That is also a problem with a lot of sentries, guys. Sentries are terrible in dealing with drops. BabyMarine sees this army. He's going to try to pull a little cuckoo, but NightPhoenix is paying attention, so he will move the Disruptors back. I think there's way too much Terran. Really good macro, I think, this game by the young Italian. 1 more Nova goes forward. Does not connect with anything. Now BabyMarine can let that drop sync up with the main army that he still has, as he unloads in the back of the 3rd. NightPhoenix's units are all over the shop. We are micro. Don't know if that pickup was necessary against 2 Stalkers. If you have a big army here and you have a double drop here, you just want to keep on going. And especially if you're maxed out and you know your opponent is nowhere near maxed out, keep on trading, keep on fighting. Even if your units are low on HP, as he's now going to go for the Forge. It feels like an impossible game for NightPhoenix, who is going to try. He's obviously in this best of 5, the 3rd best of 5 of the night. $100 for the winner, $25 for the loser. Boom. We're not going to leave early, but look at this army. It's a monstrous army. Got a fusion core on the way as well. The Colossus that are out do not have extended thermal lens. One robo was on power. The other robo is the target here. And unless the Novas are massive, I think this army is good enough to end the game. The Novas will fly forward. Nice micro so far by BabyMarine. I think does a pretty good job in splitting. Okay, takes one big Nova to the face there in the end. But the remaining bits and pieces of this Terran army still super powerful. Good enough to stim forward, get on top of the Immortals, get on top of the Disruptors, and that will do it. After 15 minutes of honestly a lot of chaos, BabyMarine shows us that he has grown as a player since the last time we've seen him in the Big Brain Bouts. Takes a pretty convincing 1-0 lead. Shout out to Inter Chippo and Snickers as well. 5 months and 15 months. Keeping you entertained. Makes me happy, sir. Do my best. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Get a message from a team owner of a different esports org. Very exciting times, guys. I'm just getting contacted by all these different teams that want to know a thing or two about Starcraft. And that's obviously not related to me. I am incredibly happy with Basilisk. I don't want to go anywhere. No matter what they offer, guys. They could bring me a Porsche 911, but I will say no. Actually, I might consider it. Sorry, Basilisk. But obviously, I will always try to help new orgs enter Starcraft, because that's good for the game and it's good for all the players that currently don't have a team. Just let me answer this question quickly. Is it Valkyrie? Don't you think that I'd be blushing a little, Goblin, if I was just casually talking to Valkyrie on WhatsApp? It's not Valkyrie. No, it's... I cannot say anything, guys, because it's very early, but it just makes me happy to see new orcs be interested in trying to learn more about StarCraft. Either making a first appearance or coming back into it. Could be everything, right? And I will always help. Even if it's not related to me. If we can make nerds happy and we can do good things for the game, we're gonna do it. Did you tell them about the new Cyclone? Of course not. Similar caller says, only 8 months, but I've been here since the Bitter days. I did start streaming when I was still living in the same house as Mr. Bitter. Mr. Bitter that I recently got to hang out with in Atlanta, which made me very happy.
Round 2, fight!
Bottom right side of Heartlet, here in the co-main event. $100 for the winner, $25 for the loser of this best of 5. He is down 0-1. He's been asking for many weeks when it's his time to shine again. I let him wait for a while because I know that he's playing a crazy amount of Stormgate and maybe some Zero Space as well that I don't know. And I don't mind that. I obviously think it's awesome that these kids are excited for the different RTSs. But you cannot ask me to play in StarCraft 2 show matches if you're mostly playing a different game. But he said, no, I'm playing this, I'm playing that, full focus StarCraft. I was like, alright, then we'll do it again. He's down 0-1 though. It is the Ukrainian Protoss, NightPhoenix. Top left side, taking the 1-0 lead. As he is the appetizer before we get to watch the big bro play. Looking damn good in that first game. Few things maybe could have been a tiny bit better, but honestly kind of felt like he was in control. Feel like he played very well. This, the teamless Italian. But for how much longer will he be teamless? This is BabyMarine. I have not really played a lot of Stormgate yet, mate. I will definitely try it. Obviously, I'm going to play it, and I'm sure that one day I'm really going to love it. But I think you've been able to see that I've been incredibly busy with StarCraft. There is a StarCraft every single day, and if there is nothing to cast, then I would actually like to play a couple of games. So I have had no time, and the very little time that I've had, I spent on other stuff. As much as I... Ooh, can he kill the probe? As much as I enjoy sitting behind the computer, I also like spending some time away from the computer, as that is healthy. I send you a recording of 200 supply lips versus 200 supply carriers. Did the lips do good? Did the lips kill everything? Did they one-shot everything? You know, sometimes you have these ladder games, guys, that really have no impact on your life at all, but you will always remember. And I think you were here for that game, Rainer, that one day I was trying to start a weekly, and I was stuck in this PVT on Hardwire. And it just went on and on and on against the barcode Terran. And at one point I was like, guys, you know, I've tried so hard. I do really want to win this game right before the weekly. I know we're 15 minutes late, as BabyMarine is going to kill a probe here. Did a good job in juking the adapt. Might kill another one. Kills the second one too. BabyMarine on fire so far. And that game just went on for like 40 minutes. And I was like, okay guys, I promise I'll cast the weekly soon. I just need to beat this Terran. It became personal, okay? And then I just got absolutely obliterated by 200 supply of Ghost Viking Liberator. And I had 200 supply of Carriers, Tempest, Archon, Storm. I think I killed like 4 units. And it hurt so bad. Because I delayed my casting for like 25 minutes just to win this game. And I don't think I ever got smashed harder in the late game. Stupid game on Hardwire that I'll never forget. Since that day, I always all in if the Terran's on 4 bases. I was like, never again. Properly traumatized. Adapt the double stalker Phoenix over here. On the side of NightPhoenix. As this Reaper has done such a good job, guys. It's still alive. It's gonna hop into the main base one more time. Reaper might be able to get another probe. Probe is stuck. Look at the Reaper, guys. What is this? A liquid Claymore Reaper. Perfect scout. Stays alive for a while. Was able to distract the opponent and kills 3 probes. That's big, man. That is actually big. Can we get a cast of that game? I do not have the replay. And thank the Lord. I feel like I was getting trolled. Either that 5.8k Terran was the best late game player of all time, or somebody was trolling me, because I got destroyed. Did not kill anything. Phoenixes get on top of a medevac. Do take some damage. What is this move out? 11 Marines, double Cyclone, and a medevac. That is somewhat scary, especially if you don't have a battery, but Phoenix count is getting higher. We have used the robo so far only for the observer. Time to check U-Thermals YouTube, buddy. I already got put on U-Thermals YouTube. We had a game on, I want to say Alternate, but that was not the map name. That big ice map of the previous map pool. What was the name of that map, guys? I feel like it was Alt something. The one with the gold bases in the center and the Zelnaga Watchtower. Altitude. Yeah, Altitude. Not Alternate, but Altitude. I played against U-Turbo in like a 28-minute game and people loved it. They're like, that was the best game I've ever seen. I was like, oh my god, I'm sitting here drinking whiskey. I was watching Max Pax play Hero on my second monitor. I had no idea I was going to turn into content. Painful. But hey, the people loved it, so if they love it, guys, it is what it is. Huh? Is BBB number 50 going to be special? Are you suggesting that tonight has not been special? Number 47, 2 best of 5 so far, both going to the wire. Statfast making appearance, turning himself into a stud with a highlight reel of burrowed banelings and what else? Neural parasites. Number 47, not special enough, mate. Widow Mines, by the way. Boom, double kill? No, single kill. Unlucky. Nice attempt, though. Alright, Phoenix is, the Cyclones show up and they'll get a kill anyway. We will see what we can do for number 50, mate. Still a couple weeks to go. Obviously, we have IEM Katowice coming up. I don't want to do anything too weird before Katowice. I think that goes without saying. All the focus should be first on some of the BBBs, Mass Coliseum. Then we're going to focus on Katowice. And after that, we can see what we can do online. There is a Raven in the mix with Interference Matrix. There's only one Colossus, guys. The Phoenixes really want that Raven. The Phoenixes do not get that Raven, and we lose so many. Oh. Painful dive there. I do understand the dive. No! Careful. I do understand the dive. Because this Protoss army, guys, is hot trash if you disable the Colossus. So I understand the idea of like, hey, Phoenix kill Raven very quickly. I should go for this. But it was an excellent save by the young Italian who has sent it home. It's repaired. We're gonna do it all over again. Very worried now, guys, for NightPhoenix here in game 2. Because if his Colossi get Interference Matrix, the rest of this army will die against a couple of Marines and Marauders. What is the discussion between the carriers and the interceptors, Reno? Give me the TLDR quickly, because I don't know the backstory yet. NightPhoenix sees the double drop show up. He goes for a recall. Recalls his entire army. That means that BabyMarine can now stim the rest of his army into the third base. These Widowmine shots are not bad. Let's take a look. Here is that army. Shield batteries will die. A cannon is not going to save you. A couple of Marines and Marauders have been unloaded in the natural. And look at BabyMarine go, guys. This young Italian, man. Kid is on fire. The big bro wishes he had multitasking like this. Definitely with Terran, guys. Rain Run Thief is the little bro. Maybe for the Big Brain Bouts number 50. Nah. I don't think BabyMarine would enjoy that. And we want to obviously do things that people enjoy. I mean, he also said he wouldn't enjoy playing NightPhoenix, but that is just a nice challenge. It's obviously different when you're playing against family. He might suicide the Phoenix here. I feel like the only way that this goes very well is if you suicide the Phoenix and you drag Widowmines above the Terran army. Attacking into this Terran army, I think, is very dicey, especially if the Matrixes land on the Colossus, and that kind of feels inevitable. Look at that Raven sitting pretty. Why is the energy bar not disappearing, by the way? I thought that we had the mod where... Oh, wait, that's a different mod. I guess I don't use that one. We're gonna have a tiny 8 Marine drop in the main, but even 8 Marine drops can really hurt. NightPhoenix has spotted it, though, and by the way, does have a 13 worker lead. It's pretty impressive. Lost 4 probes earlier, lost the Nexus. It's actually not too bad. We've got an armory going up in the natural now for BabyMarine. That's obviously going to permanently cloak the mines. Ken R. Ukrainian Protoss. Just hang in there a bit longer until he gets Blink and +2. And all the things that make a Protoss player happy. I am very concerned. That is not what we're supposed to be doing with our Phoenix, by the way. Something weird. Guys, my keyboard just died, I think. I don't get it. I've done something. I saw weird lights. My keyboard is dead. How is that possible? What did I do? I saw some weird flashing lights. My keyboard is no longer functioning. Yeah, the lights are off. The lights are on. No, I cannot zoom out right now. I have never seen this in my entire life. Unplug and replug, yeah, but... right now there is a... I mean, I was not moving anything. That should never happen, but yeah. Alright, I cannot zoom out. I cannot change the tabs. My keyboard is dead. Unbelievable. The lights are back on, but nothing works. Vikings... Man, this is so frustrating. I'm pressing all these buttons. USB failure? Yeah, I guess that's what it is. But there's too much happening. I can ask for a pause, I guess, but it's a bit frustrating for the players. I don't want to do that. We'll just do it old school. One production tab. I have never had this problem before. As the Zealots are going to run in, Novas will connect with a couple of units, but the interference matrices have landed. And once the matrices are active, there is nothing that the rest of the Protoss army can do. He should have killed that Nova, by the way, but he still kills it with a tank shot. Steph Curry, the tank, is back. Golden State is not able to win a game this year, but BabyMarine is able to get the very best out of Steph. As this game is just kind of all over. No matter how good this Nova may be, even if it goes off, it will not matter. BabyMarine, the tiny Italian stallion, is going to take the 2-0 lead. It is not the series of NightPhoenix so far. The openings are not working out, and BabyMarine just feels a little bit quicker. A little bit more on point, better transitions. Maybe a few little things going his way. GG gets called. I can't really leave. I guess I can do this, though. Alright, let me fix my keyboard, guys. I have no idea what is happening over here. It works again. So I do have a weird plug that I plug my keyboard in, because I guess it has a weird cable. Maybe that's what it is. It's like I plug my keyboard cable into a thing into the computer. Alright, now my camera's dying. This is going well, guys. This is going well. Keyboard dying, camera dying, but we're back. We did plug it in and out, and it all worked. King Campbell, thank you so much, matey, for the Prime. I appreciate it. Keyboard, I think, is good. But that's very strange. I have legitimately never, ever had this with this keyboard. And I've used it for actually only a year and a bit. All your cables are weird. Yeah, man, my monitor turns on and off every now and then. The thing is, whenever something works, I never touch it. And then slowly but steady, it stops working. But then I'm afraid to change it, because then in my mind, just everything goes down in flames. Time for a new computer. My computer is pretty good, mate. Exclamation mark PC. At least it wasn't during a Phoenix fight. I would honestly prefer that over me casting the Big Brain Bouts. Couple letter points will not kill me.
Round 3. Fight.
Bottom right side of site Delta. We are looking at the main base of a Ukrainian Protoss. He is down 0-2. So far, the first 2 series both went to distance. That would mean that he has to win 2 games in a row. It's not impossible. Once upon a time, he would have been a big favorite against his opponent. Now perhaps he's the underdog, and he's looking like the underdog. Can we turn things around? Hot-headed Gaming's NightPhoenix. Reina says 3-0, please. I'm not sure if that's because he's cheering for the little bro or because he's eager to battle it out with Clem in the main event of this evening. Top left side of site Delta. We are looking at the main base of the young Italian, the younger brother of Rainer. Looking very good so far. I'm proud and impressed by his performance. This is BabyMarine. I didn't spill anything. And I am very careful in general with my equipment. I definitely did not spill anything. Don't know what it is. I think it's just, yeah, the cables. Something wrong with the cables. But Rhino wants some more time for LoL. Kind of an old joke, mate. When is the last time that you guys have even seen Rainer play League of Legends? It's been weeks. One might even say months. Thank you to Blue Sky X as well for the 5 months. What about that TwitchCon in RotterdaM, by the way, chat? Are you guys pumped? Is the entire world visiting my glorious, beautiful city? It's also 1 week after Home Story Cup. So we're going to have Home Story Cup in the summer, and then a couple days later, we're going to have TwitchCon in RotterdaM. Pokimane will visit RotterdaM. Oh my goodness. I can't wait. Is BabyMarine going to be Basilisk Terran? We will see, mate. I believe that good things are on the horizon for BabyMarine. He is currently teamless. He was obviously a part of Team Roddy. I supported him for a while, together with the other lads that make Team Roddy possible, and all of you guys. After that, he joined the Platinum Heroes. He is no longer with the Platinum Heroes, but I believe good things are coming. Roddy meetup? Yeah, of course. I mean, if there is interest in that, mate. I don't know how many people will attend TwitchCon and are then saying, like, what I really want to do is hang out with that 36-year-old Starcraft 2 caster. He seems fun. But if there is any animo or desire for that, we can absolutely make that happen. 3 people. Sounds like a party, mate. 3 is a party. 2 is a date and 3 is a party. Reaper is gonna once more be annoying in the natural. Kills a probe. We have an adept on the other side of the map. And even though NightPhoenix has lost the first 2 games in a row with Stargate and Phoenix, he says, I don't think it's because of the build. Some people may think that it's very stubborn if you lose 2 games in a row. by doing a certain build to do the same build again. But I do understand it. If this is just what you're best with, if this is what you feel most comfortable with, you're not suddenly going to change it up just because you've been losing. You will think that you're losing because you've made mistakes. And if you don't make those mistakes, you can win. Starcraft 2 may be a strategy game, but obviously the execution is a lot more important. Oh my goodness, it's so annoying. Execution is a lot more important than the strat most of the time. Lifting a Reaper and then not killing it would drive me insane. It's only 50 energy, but that is a big deal. Still gets the kill though. TwitchCon after party stream at Roddy's place confirmed. I mean, that would be an option for some people, but I mean, if Cuckoo shows up and says, Roddy, can I do a stream of your place? I'll probably say no. You know, for some other people we may make an exception. Cyclone pops out and is gonna force the Phoenixes to cancel another lift. So far we have lifted twice and we have only killed a single Reaper. What was that? A reactor that we cancelled? Why? Why did we cancel? Okay, because he wants to get a Viking. BabyMarine may be a tiny bit indecisive here, but overall still I like the start here. The tier 3s get an invite, of course, Kujaha. That goes without saying, mate. Tier 3s have permanent invite. If you guys ever want to knock on my door, you're always welcome. That is a promise. Do I get an invite? Of course, mate. I've already let you stream with my channel. Or my setup, that is, not my channel. You stay away from my channel. I don't trust you. Maybe on the RotterdaM Rainer can stream, but not on the main channel. Can use the saddle, mate. Ooh, there's a Widowmine hidden underneath those SCVs. Also, it kind of feels that in this best of 5, everything that BabyMarine touches turns into gold. And everything that NightPhoenix is touching turns into a living nightmare. We could recreate Project X at Roddy's place. That would mean that a lot of people could make their way to Zuidland, mate, and that's never gonna happen. I know some of you guys have this image of me living in a penthouse in downtown RotterdaM right next to Memphis Depay, but no, that's not quite where I live. Not yet. You know, we have a few more months like this one, and then you never know, but that is not exactly what's happening. So no Project X over here. It is hard to make it to my little village. But it is beautiful. Tractor party. Indeed. 2 Vikings, 2 Cyclones, 2 Marauders, and 21 Marines. As NightPhoenix says, well, it may not have been my favorite game so far, but at least I've got 3 bases. At least I have a 10 worker lead, and I am getting a Colossus with extended thermal lens. Most of these Phoenixes are actually healthy. It's not a total disaster. Oh, there's more Widow Mines, mate. Stop. Obviously, a Phoenix does survive a Widow Mine shot, and that was a good way of doing it. Like, you split off one Phoenix, no splash damage. The problem is, though, whenever your Phoenixes get hit by a mine, they die so much quicker in the future. You've seen the farmer protest in Germany? Yeah, you guys are late. That is so 2022, 2023 for the Netherlands. It took you guys a little while, but the Germans are finally catching up. I've always known that the Germans wanted to be a little bit more like the Dutch. That is kind of why they speak an uglier version of Dutch. Copycats. BabyMarine splitting up his Phoenixes in 3 different angles because... Not BabyMarine, sorry, NightPhoenix. Because he wants to see if there are any drops happening. But no drops happening. Good job with the pylons as well, spreading them in a nice arc across the map. Best setup that NightPhoenix has had so far, guys. 8 minutes into game 3. We cannot say that he has no chance here. I still don't love the game for him, but it's obviously very playable. Upgrades are going to be a little bit late. It's 1-1 for BabyMarine. It's 0-0 for the Ukrainian Protoss. He's going to get a second robo. What's the Viking count? Only 2. Yeah, that's... It is definitely possible here for NightPhoenix to take a great fight. As very often, guys, you know how Doc Pork often makes videos and says all three options are viable? Fold, call, or race. In Starcraft 2, guys, when many fights just come down to the execution. It really depends on who controls his army a little bit better. Both players have potential in this game. As there are 2 Widow Mines here that do blow up the medevac, but also connect with a Phoenix or 2. So honestly, I don't hate that trade for BabyMarine. Phoenixes are expensive. Well done. A little bit of friendly fire. This is not a fight you want to take. This army is tiny. And Colossus near batteries and cannons are so powerful. BabyMarine needs to chill a little bit. Maybe NightPhoenix can lift a couple of these Marauders. That would be a good play. I have never gone, Maddox. I've never gone. I said something about In Search of Sunrise yesterday while casting the weekly. I was like, yeah, Armin van Buren released an album. And some Dutch dude tweeted at me saying like, that was not Armin van Buren. That was Chesto. I was like, alright, sure, I'm sorry. It's been like 20 years since those things came out. He was right. Hello, Jigatil Dipson. NightPhoenix is on 4 bases. Double Robo now producing 2. This is risky, by the way. Was attacking the rocks with the Terran army getting very close to his back. No, it's not looking too poorly. By far and away the best position that the Ukrainian Protoss has found himself in. As he has a few Zealots running into the middle line too. It's still always scary though once Terran gets 2-2 and Protoss still has no armor upgrades. EMP connects with a couple of the Phoenixes. We have 20 Zealots on the map against an army with only 5 mines and most of them are not here. That's maybe not too bad. EMPs are problematic and Terran kiting can be problematic. Has Raynor even gone, Maddock? I feel like Raynor hasn't gone. Oh, you did go. Did you go with your Italian mate? Or when did you go? Where was I? You were alone? you went to Amsterdam dance event by yourself? What a guy. Was that the day that it was raining or not? Couple of Vikings get picked out as the Nova picked off rather as the Nova connects with a few of the Marines and Marauders. BabyMarine makes a very quick call to temporarily evacuate the 3rd base, which I do like. Just play it safe. Rainer, you are not one to talk, mate. The absolute Mr. Oh yeah, that sounds good. Into look, I can't make it tonight, mate. Sorry, not really feeling it. You are not allowed to say anything about me. The disruptors are very far forward. A couple of them get picked off and the other 3 shots completely whiff. So, yes, we get the planetary fortress, but at what cost? The oldest question in the book. If you guys ever want to become a commentator to a video game, all you need to learn is at what cost? Well, at the cost of almost every single disruptor, every single Colossus. NightPhoenix is very rich and he can spend his money. It may all be okay, but it's gonna take a little while. Whoa, baby, that's the money shot right there. As BabyMarine thought that NightPhoenix was out of Novas, but Protoss players don't run out of Novas that quickly. A picture perfect Nova in the middle of the Terran army. And that should actually tip the scales in favor of NightPhoenix again, who is now taking maybe a tiny questionable fight. As he sends a Nova forward, kills a Viking, loses a couple of the Zealots. Let's just relax a little, but it doesn't even matter as BabyMarine taps out. No 3-0s today. Why is it so zoomed in? Because that is how we watch that fight. GG. NightPhoenix gets 1 on the board. Early GG. Tiny bit early, but he did lose the base, and NightPhoenix was very rich. But yeah, I would have liked to see him try maybe a bit more. But hey, the kid is up 2-0. If he feels that this is the way to get it back together in Game 4, close it out, is his series. If that was Game 5, I'd be very unhappy that he leaves there. If he wants to do it in Game 3, it's up to him. I do think that he was going to lose that game, but since the supplies are so close, you kind of always want to see what's possible, because obviously mistakes are human. We've seen a couple of big mistakes tonight in some of the other series. So could have tried a tiny bit longer, but he was most likely going to lose. Yeah, that is correct, Benny. Fun thing for us, though, guys, is that we still have not had a 3-0 yet today. So pretty perfect evening at the office so far. As we hop into Game 4 of the second to last series of the night. It is going to be played on Hecate. More PvT. The last PvT.
Round 4. Fight.
And actually, the only PvT. Bottom left side of Hecate. We are looking in the main base of our Ukrainian Protoss. He's still down 1-2. But hey, can we turn things around and send it to another Game 5? This is Hot-Headed Gaming's NightPhoenix. Maybe Reina 3-0. Maybe Clem 3-0. Never thought about that. Top right side of Hecate. We are looking at the main base of the tiny Italian stallion, the younger brother of Rainer. This is currently teamless, but hopefully not for long, BabyMarine. Going for an eBay block here, guys? Is that what's happening? Tiny eBay blocky? I, for one, do not hate the eBay blocks. Is he actually his brother? Yes. BabyMarine is the younger brother of Rainer. They grew up in the same household. They're both called Rumiti. And they're actually born on the same day as well. On the 1st of July. And this is where we can make the same joke that we've already made 384 times. This meant that his parents had excellent timing attacks, guys. Because even though they are 3 years apart, they are both born on the 1st of July. Isn't that something? One could say that they were born with it. Perfect macro. This is great timing, man. Parents did not skip a beat on those upgrades. One was trailing behind a little, but then they chrono boosted. I know Rainer is mom and dad. They're very nice. They alternated. In the early days when Rainer was still a little young and he could not always travel to events alone, sometimes the mom would travel, sometimes the dad would travel. Once in a while, both of them traveled together. It was always very cool to have a little chitty chat with them. Same as when Clem was obviously very young as well. There was a time that Gross Papa would always travel with him to events because Clem was like 16, you know, just turned 16. And then obviously as a parent, you kind of want to see what it's all about. And just like Rainer's dad, Clem's dad is a very big Starcraft fan. They both still watch a lot. They actually know a lot about the game. And I guess both of the players have also been kind of inspired by their dad loving Starcraft. Watching on the TV, but sign in to say that the timing attack joke was gold. It was funny the first time I made it a long time ago, but you know, most people have already heard it a couple of times and are like, alright, old man. I'm starting to come across like a Johan Derksen over here, repeating the same jokes over and over again. But in my defense, guys, if you do the same thing for 150 hours a month, every single month, you know, you're going to repeat yourself every now and then. This is risky, by the way, guys. One of the Stalkers dies against the Cyclones as the Stalkers were too far away from that shield battery. eBay block into forcing. Oh my god, that Stalker is kind of dead too, no? I feel like he could have killed it. Instead, the Cyclone dies. I would have split up my units. But okay. There is a battery in the main. There is a battery in the third. I feel that BabyMarine should have sent the low HP Cyclone back, and the other one should have chased a little bit longer, because that Stalker dies very quickly. Shield battery, by the way, helps you against 2 Hellions. It does not help you against 4 Hellions. It doesn't really matter if you have an adapter or battery. Oh my god, he kills the Stalker! Can you believe it? And now all the probes are in trouble. The Stalker died to Hellions next to a shield battery as well, but obviously batteries cannot heal up units that are not done yet. Things we just don't say very often. And look at these Hellions. Is this Liquid Claymore? No, it's not Liquid Claymore. It is BabyMarine, but it's safe to say that he has learned from the best. Kills 10 probes, lost mining time, a perfect scout, and kills a Stalker that got warped in. That's crazy. Stalker's dying to Hellions, guys. Rainer's dead versus Clem's dead. I would actually love to cast that. That would be a YouTube video that would get a lot of clicks. That'd be crazy. Maybe we can make it happen one day. BBB number 50. Gross Papa versus the Rainer Dad. That'd be sick. As the Marines are gonna stim forward, they will kill the first Stalker. The second Stalker should die as well. No, Blink is ready again. Marine still chasing. Okay, actually a very good save there by BabyMarine. Excuse me, by NightPhoenix. BabyMarine now maybe in a tiny bit of trouble, guys, as he needs to repair his tank so quick. Please repair your tank, repair your tank. He is trying, but tank still dies. But we have a Marauder with Stim, and if we have a Marauder with Stim and SCVs that already kill Stalkers, I think we should still be good here on the side of BabyMarine. 38 SCVs against 33 probes. Most of the Stalkers have died. Gabriel was really onto something, when he told us that SCVs beat Stalkers. You know, a lot of people have said wise things related to Starcraft 2 over the years. But nothing ever hit harder than Big Gabe letting us all know that SCVs beat Stalkers. You guys make fun of Gabe. And you guys say that Gabe whines a lot and that he makes stuff up. But he was so on the money with that one. If I could choose what I would want to bring to a bar fight, a Stalker or an SCV, it's an SCV. What are the dad tags? I actually don't know Rainer's dad's account, but Clem's dad is GROS_PAPA. He's in the chat very often. Always cheers for his son in different tournaments. Was here earlier tonight. Was analyzing one of the games even. If I make a mistake, Gross Papa is there to correct me, man. Clem's dad is a diehard. Ooh, Marines could maybe kill the Warp Prism here. Stim Marines are good, and they will kill the Warp Prism. And I think with that, this best of 5 belongs to the young Italian BabyMarine. The 18-year-old gets the job done. A 3-1 victory. $100 go to the teamless Italian that hopefully won't be teamless for a whole lot longer. $25 will go to our Ukrainian Protoss, NightPhoenix. And that means, guys, that it is time to take a very tiny break. Then I'm going to give my man Lambo a call. And then it is time to get ready for the main event of the evening. For the second time in 24 hours. Rainer versus Clem. I think it's going to be awesome. I expect millions of channel points to be wagered. And I'll see you guys real soon. I think it's going to be sick. Thank you so much to Basilisk with 10 additional gifted subbies. Hey, the underdog one. For the first time tonight, you guys are wrong. You guys don't believe in BabyMarine. Shame on y'all. One Romiti has won. Will the other one win as well? Rainer versus Clem. BBB main event. Number 47. Rainer, Clem. We'll give you guys 15 minutes to get your predictions in. I'm going to go ahead and take a tiny break. It is a best of 5. Like everything else has been a best of 5. And I'll see you guys in a few minutes. I'm going to go ahead and get myself a drink. Enjoy this one. Give Lambo a call. And we'll take it from there. See you guys soon.